here to cover the O'Reilly race at Chicagoland, the Cuervo 300. This race was supposed to go green at 5:35 Eastern, didn't end up getting the track dried and cleared for racing from all the rain until after 10 o'clock. It was quite late by the time this one wrapped up. So I don't blame you if you didn't stay up late missing it. It was the 4th of July. If you were out shooting off fireworks, eating hot dogs, I totally understand, but that's why I watched the race for you. NASCAR did their best to get this track dry as soon as possible and put on a race tonight because Sunday's schedule, little chance of rain too, so wouldn't have been able to get this race into potentially Monday or Tuesday, so glad they stuck it out. Once we finally did get this race going, we had Adam Alexander in the booth with Jamie Mack and Parker Kligerman. They did a great job, made the race really exciting. It helped that there was so much great passing in this race. Very competitive race, definitely fun. Chicagoland put on a great show. With practice being rained out and then practice taking the slot of qualifying for this O'Reilly race was set by the metric. Connor Zillage would start on the pole next to Brent Cruz. Connor Zillage would lead this entire first stage and win it. Very simple, very clean and green stage. Just a few laps into this first stage, Jesse Love would move his way into second and wrestle away that spot from Brent Cruz. In this first stage, Sammy Smith in the 8 car would fall back. He started 10th, but would end up back in the 20s racing. Just could never find the handle of that car all night long. But stage 1, clean and green, Connor Zillage would win it. Jesse Love would finish second. Corey Day would finish third. Chase Elliott in 4th. Creed in the 00 5th, Taylor Gray getting some points in 6th, the 54 of Mayer would get 7th, William Swalch would get 8th, Justin Allgaier 9th, and Anthony Alfredo in the top 10. But before the pits even opened for the stage 1 break, Connor Zillage would lose fuel pressure and end up stopped on the racetrack. He does get a push and get the car back going, but he does fall back. Zillage ends up starting stage 2 25th position. After that, Connor Zillage seems to have no luck. Before the end of stage 1, Cruz also fell back, believed he had a tire going down. During the pit cycle under the stage 1 break, the 18 of William Swalch has a safety violation. They had a tire roll over the line outside of his pit box. He would have to go to the rear of the field. Jed Burton in the 27 would get the free pass. Start out stage 2, we have the 88 of Elliott leading with the 2 of Jesse Love, the 17 of Day, the 54 of Gray, the 00, the 41, both those Haas factory cars, the 7 of Allgaier in 7th, the 9 of Carson Kvapil, the 20 of Brandon Jones, and the 99 of Parker Retzlaff. And not a lot happens or changes. There is some good passing and racing throughout the pack. Chase Elliott would win stage 2, Jesse Love would slot in 2nd, 54 of Taylor Gray gets 3rd, Justin Allgaier gets a 4th, Sam Mayer gets 5th, Brandon Jones gets 6th, Creed gets 7th, Corey Day in 8th, 9th place, Connor Zillage battled back after starting 25th. And then Brent Cruz rounds out the top 10. Those last 2 guys getting stage points after issues in the first stage. That's good for them. Under this caution, Jeremy Clemens would lose a wheel. He would be held for 2 laps. I'm sure he's going to lose his crew chief for next week. Big penalty for him. I believe he finished like 36th in this race. Under the stage 2 caution, Justin Allgaier would make a faux pas on pit road, having too many men over the wall. Somebody stepped out over a line at a pit road entry point, and yeah, can't do that. So he would have to start at the rear of the field. LeVar Scott in the 45 car would get the free pass, putting 28 drivers back onto the lead lap to start the final stage of this race. To start stage 3 at lap 100, we have the 54 of Gray leading, the 2 of Jesse Love would start second, the 00 of Creed, the 88 of Chase Elliott, the 41 of Mayer, the 20 of Jones, the 18 of Swalch, the 17 of Day, the 19 of Cruz, the 1 of Zillage. That rounds out the top 10 to start stage 3. We drop the green flag to start stage 3, and the 54 is trying to hold off Jesse Love, putting Jesse Love out onto the lead. The 88 of Chase Elliott would also get by the 54, taking second spot away from him. Just a few laps later, Chase Elliott would be up challenging Jesse Love for the lead and ultimately take it away from him. If you made it this far, why not throw me a like or maybe even subscribe so you don't miss out on anything that comes out on my channel. But just a few laps into stage 3, Sheldon Creed in the 00 would have a tire going down. He would have to pit. There's no caution. He continues on, no issue, just falls back further in the pack. We make it to lap 133, and Connor Zillage's woes continue. He has a flat tire. The tire carcass would come off onto the racetrack. NASCAR would have to throw a caution. This makes it a little interesting, at least at the time, because everyone is a little bit short on fuel. Nobody can really make it, but they're hoping maybe they could stretch it. So some teams are being very conservative. Other teams are go all out. They know they can't make it on fuel. Ultimately, it wouldn't matter because we wouldn't go green till the end of this race. All the teams would pit. Chase Elliott would lose a couple spots, so coming out to the lead would be Taylor Gray in the 54, followed by Brandon Jones in his Toyota. Chase Elliott in third, as I said. 18 of William Sawalage, the 2 of Jesse Love, the 41 of Sam Mayer, the 21 of Hill makes an appearance in the top 10, the 19 of Cruz, the 17 of Day, and the 7 of Allgaier. They are all your top 10 to start the green flag back going at lap 140, 60 to go in this race. They drop the green flag to restart this race, and we get 3 wide racing between the Toyotas of Jones and Gray and the Chevy of Chase Elliott. Great racing. They put on a great show late.
Hey, Jake from the future here. I realized while editing I left out that on lap 155 we got a caution for Connor Zillage in the one car losing it out of turn two. Just spins on his own. Very unfortunate. This guy can't catch a break. Just wanted to catch you up since I missed out on that. Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Connor Zillage would battle back to get a decent finish in this race, but just bad luck for him all around. We get the race restarted again at lap 162. Brandon Jones would get the lead away from Chase Elliott, who would slot into second. But just a couple laps later, we would get a caution for the 18 of William Sawalage. He would have to pedal his car coming out of the corner. Kyle Sieg would unfortunately get into the back of him and spin him around. Just a racing deal. Little bit of damage to the front end of Kyle Sieg's 28 car. William Sawalage was okay, just had to come get tires that weren't flat spotted. Under that caution, Myatt Snyder in the 91 would get the free pass. Restarting the race with 30 to go at lap 170, Brandon Jones was your leader. The 54 of Taylor Gray is in second. The 88 of Chase Elliott slots into third. The fourth position, Jesse Love in the 2 car. Carson Quapple in the 9 takes fifth. Cruz in sixth. Justin Allgaier in 7th, Sam Mayer in 8th, Corey Day in 9th, and Austin Hill round out the top 10. Drop the green flag for this restart, and the 54 of Taylor Gray gets a good jump and gets out in front after battling for a few laps with Brandon Jones. Until lap 184, with just 16 to go, the 39 car Ryan Sieg would spin out, flat spotting his tire, and while he's making it to pit road, that tire explodes, blows the whole fender off the car. So with just 11 to go on lap 189, we get another restart. Taylor Gray in the 54 leads the 20 of Brandon Jones, followed by Chase Elliott in the 88 and Jesse Love in the 2. They drop the green, and it's 4 wide for just a moment between the 20, the 54, the 88, and the 2. The 88 of Chase Elliott would ultimately come out with a lead. The 20 would slot into second over Jesse Love in third. Until we get the last caution of this race. With just 6 to go, going into turn 1, Kyle Sieg in the 28 would get loose into Patrick Starpoli in the 48, bumping him up and spinning him out. Just a racing deal, another one with Kyle Sieg in it, but just happens. They're pushing hard towards the end of this race. Under this caution, the 96 car of Anthony Alfredo would pull down to pit road, put the hood up. They had some issues, never really found out what was going on in this car, but it does hurt his finish for that team. That means we're going to overtime. That's right, this race was 201 laps. It was the Cuervo 301.5. Drop of the green flag for overtime. The 88 and the 20 are battling hard, but Brandon Jones would get out front and lead the last 2 laps of this race. Great win for him. A lot of good momentum. Good to see it. He doesn't win a lot, but when he does, he wins good. And he raced really well in this race tonight. This race wouldn't get wrapped up until 12:45-ish Eastern time. It was pretty damn late. I'm making this video Sunday morning, but the results for this race, Brandon Jones in the 20 was your winner, followed by Chase Elliott in the 88. The 2 of Jesse Love, good top 3 finish for him. Brent Cruz battles back from his stage 1 woes to get a top 4. Austin Hill would get a top 5. Justin Allgaier would slot into 6th. The 54 of Gray slots into 7th. 41 of Sam Mayer gets 8th. The 0 of Cole Custer gets 9th. And Connor Zillage battles back after all his troubles tonight to get a top 10 finish. Just another notable, Nick Sanchez in the 87 car would get a 12th place. Good run for that car. Just a reminder, Cup racing on Sunday will be on TNT. Pre-race starts at 5, the race coverage starts at 6, and the green flag should drop at 6:19. Fingers crossed rain doesn't interrupt this race. With all that being said, I've been Jake the Great. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.